Let's see. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. This is another morning real talk. This is part 47. We did part 46 yesterday. It was great. It was great. It was great. Go check that out. Ugh, sorry, I didn't do the bad. And read this. Come enjoy real conversation with the number one grinder, us as the righteous ones individually. Let's make a change within ourselves. Genuinely being there for each other. We all we got. Yeah, y'all, we all we got. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play this intro. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang.
But y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me? I'm the Osiris of this shit. Check this out. Perfect. Champion, way of the warrior, champion eyes, get back up, my spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior. I say for me, I've been passed over with my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to accept it as I'm gonna prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life to strive to do better, not that many people is going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, I'm back. I already sent the links out to the people. Here we doing this BS again. People sending out some whack stuff again. I don't know why y'all. Um, mm. Lonzo Halls, look for your email. I sent it. Yeah, yeah, again, welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the underrated one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business this morning, Real Talk Part 47. And we're getting closer to the New Year's, y'all. We're getting close to the end of the year and going to the New Year's. And each of us individually, we gotta make some serious decisions about ourselves and the ones that are around us. What do we want? What do we really want in our priorities? And then people say, "Oh, you know, you should think about this a lot." Yeah, it's true. You should think it often, but you know, sometimes things does happen, and people act a certain way, do certain ways, or you know, things happen in time, and time do not wait for you. It doesn't wait for me. It doesn't wait. It doesn't wait for none of us. So I ask myself, well, you know, how can I improve myself, and also how I could improve again around the ones that you know, I deal with, just a few, and you know who you are. And also goes with me in the midst, you know. And I thought about this 2000 towards the end of last year, going to this year. I cannot complain that much about it. It was pretty good for me personally. I still got ways to go work on me personally, but a lot of things has happened. I met the miss and we went out certain ways, certain things. I got the channel back. And some good people that helped me with that, and got back doing certain things I used to and stuff. And you know, I know people think I forgot about the number one grind of real talk. I haven't. You know, I'm gonna put someone in the future, but I really want to concentrate on this channel. And the channel is moving in a way that, you know, I wish it moved faster, but it's moving gradually, you know. And along the way, I gained back some good people, and my product has been good. But also, you still got the fake ones out there trying to come after the underrated one, and I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm trying to keep that person in the closet, locked. Your fake ones do not want to unlock that closet. You don't want to unlock the lock. You don't want that person, because that person is a vicious person. That person doesn't care, and that's when I have to learn to pick and choose. And also, you gotta learn to pick and choose your battles too. You know, I was talking to the message. She see me in action. You know, you gotta learn to pick them in it. You know, and she's right about that. But I can get in. You know, it's not easy. It's not good look on that. But also, I redirect the ones that needs help. Be there for them. You know, that society has not helped. And so that's never going to change. I know people tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't help." Why not? You know, because when I was going through things in my lifetime, people had helped me, and they didn't have to. I had suffered losses through those times. Again, I always mention the advocate, my late brother, my second oldest brother Paul Thomas. I had suffered some losses. Some people that I thought that I grew up with. I suffered losses on that. I even grieving, my late younger brother and my mom that passed away almost a month and a half apart back in 2019. The not being close with the family and stuff. But God always provide me with people that genuinely loves you, and so I'm happy with that. The underrated one family, the number one grinder family. And I'm very much appreciative about that. Letting you know I'm very much appreciative of that. And, you know, there's sometimes you gotta have those talks. There's sometimes that you have to rearrange life, rearrange your priorities. Like I said before, all black folks is good folks. It's not all family is good family. Not all friends is good friends. Not all working constituents is good constituents. Not all good associations good is good associations. Associations like that's the way it is. So stay right there. I'll be right back. Good morning, 12 Vals. I send you a link. If you want to get on 12 Vals, excellent. I know, I know. They don't they don't like what the underrated be talking for years. They coming. It's all right. But 12 Vals, if you want to get on, you can get on. I send a link to you. Good morning to you, 12 Vals, and congratulations. Keep it up in there. It was a great live. Everybody was talking about it yesterday. It was a great live yesterday. That's what I'm talking about. But get back what I'm saying. It's very important to rearrange your life. It's very important to know your priorities and the fake family members and the fake friends and the fake work constituents and all that. Even people on this space, gotta kick them out. Be around with real people, and that cares, that has that constructive venom that do for do for what's right. And for me, that is very very important. One of the few people is right here, the long brother Alonzo Hall and sister 12 Hours. You got to keep people like that in your corner. You got to keep people, and also you got to respect their existence too. You know, ever since I got my channel back, you know, I see quite a few people trying to faking the funk. Oh, I fuck with the underrated one. Yo, you mean I fuck with me? You ain't fuck with me. You're all about views, you know what I mean? You just passing through, you treat me like I'm a bus stop or something. I can get on a train stop. I'll get on a train, ride me. And then when you get off the stop, that's it. You know? You know. So so for me, I have to take a good look at that. You know? Excuse me. And so I have to go back again. I remember 12 Hours when she was telling what happened to me when I was raped yesterday. I'm not gonna tell you what it happened because they ain't nobody's business, but 12 Hours was very upset. That's why she talked yesterday about how women violate little boys. And I know that she was thinking about me. And I appreciate that. And it's all about priorities. I'm never gonna stop talk about that. Never gonna stop fighting. And even other things too. The fight is on. The fight is on. Like my late father said, I ain't no punk. You ain't gonna punk me out. So, people got other agendas they want to follow. I don't follow other agendas. I put Jehovah first, and I do the best I can, and I walk on my own beat. But at the same time, I help others too, so they can develop their own beat, even the ones that they do not want to hear them. You know what I'm saying? I want to get them. And that's what it's all about in life. I appreciate that. I fight. That's all I know. That's why I call myself well-rounded warrior. That's all I know. Can't touch me. There's people in space trying to bury me throughout the years, and I'm still here. I'm a testament of what you stay true to yourself. Even I have flaws like everybody else, but hey, you can't stop me. I've been battle tested, and I'm still here. And that's the most important thing that our people need to understand. The 12 Hours and the 12 Hours and Brother Alonzo's and a few others. You're gonna be when you walk in righteousness the best way you can, despite being perfect, you're gonna be tested. There's people gonna come at you that you never thought they come at you, but they will. So for me, I just want to keep on evolving. So that's the thing, right? in life you keep on evolving, right? You learn to adopt with the times. Coco Tina, thanks for coming. Check your email. And that is very important. Even Coco Tina, a few months, she came into the action, became part of the underrated one family. She had been a very great person, and women, I people say, oh, you don't like women. I love women only coming all the time. There's sometimes more women come to some of my videos or lives than men, and these are the few that usually came and stayed, and so I'm just gonna keep on blessing the black woman, and but at the same time, if there are some black women that's out of pocket, I will speak on it. Just as some black man is out of the pocket, I speak on it too. It's important to remind people that man who saved the panel laughed after he shared his emotion. Yeah, yeah, Charles. Yeah, it happens too. Yeah, and that's the sad thing about it. That's why us as black men we not together. Brother DS1 had talked about it. Brother Book of Rome had talked about it. We not together. We not. People can say we want. We not. No, you can see in the you. We understand outside the space, but inside the space you don't see. I even even the sisterhood is not even together either. But my thing is that for me it's all about order. It's not about my order. And black women that have gates too need accolades too, but I appreciate it. But it's not about my order; it's the right order. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to really be on. Pierce Pierre, check your email as always. And I'm a fighter. You know what I mean? And yeah. Do I get emotion? Yeah, I get emotion. You know what I mean? Like, people, oh, JT, you get emotion. Why? Talking about? I'm a human being. You know what I mean? You want me to hold it in there to die? That's what you want, right? It's bad enough that an average black man can't even live to see 60. So you want me to hold that in so I could limit my years on this earth, right? I'm not gonna give y'all satisfaction for that. It's not like I cry all the time. I mean, like them says, I ain't getting no pussy. She broke my heart. She cleaned my bank account out. Well, that's your fault. You messing with a gold digger, that's what you get. Especially she's showing you. Now, I'm not talking about the ones, let me say, I'm not talking about the ones that brothers don't even know, but it just happened. I'm not talking about y'all. No, I'm not talking about y'all because that just happened too. But the ones, they have y'all go against another black man, they screw y'all. I have no sympathy for y'all. I really don't. And I'm gonna clown y'all all I want. Especially, I'm gonna bring back the underrated true life stories. I'm gonna bring that back. I thought I could probably bring it back towards the end of the year, but it looks like it's not gonna happen. So it's gonna be after New Year's and stuff. We're gonna set it off and everything. But I feel, but it's very important. But it's very important that to be respected wherever you do. It could be small or large. Be respected as long as you know you're doing the right thing. And that's very important. Like I said, Prince, check your email. I said if you don't have that, because I know street youngs don't go through sometimes. Let me know. Yeah, exactly. It's gotta be black first. So, I hear, and I'm glad you brought that up, 12 hours, and I think that people, they want to be cool. We gotta think about other people. People ain't bad. See this? No, I'm black first all day. I'm a black man. I'm going to support. I'm going to advocate for black families, the man, the woman, the child, all that. Okay, wherever you want to come up, you can, brother. And that's what it's all about. You know, People say, "Oh, you pro black." If you say I'm pro black, I don't consider myself pro black. I'm just for our people, because you got some pro blacks. They go the other way too. So you got to keep an eye on them. So for me, I had learned. I met influential people. You know, I met the late great Dr. Harry Clark a few times when they used to have states to speak in Harlem. You know, I talked to the late great. I'm sorry, late great. Also late great Dr. Crescent. I had met these great people. I mentioned this on my channel in the past. I had known Black Panther, some people, the Black Panther Party, Harlem World all day. That's yes, 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 sis. In those times, New York that was a great time for New York, man. Those even some of the speakers used to talking in the parks. If you remember 12 hours, sometimes they talk in the Bronx. You get your hero and your get your sandwich, your soda, and the corner store. Then and got your Prince, and we used to go and we used to be in Brooklyn and we used to be in Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island, and we just all about building. And after that, you bring your own chair. I remember those times, and I wish those times come back because it helped me a lot. It helped me out of tough times in my life. It did. It helped me out tough times. I would like to meet him one day too. Sometimes when he talks about young black boys and stuff like, we need to pay attention to that too. I'm not saying he's not equipped to know other things, because he is, but I think that when he break down the young black boys and the system and stuff, I think we need to pay more attention to that, because every day what he's saying, we talk about that. He did? Wow, he spoke at Lehman College. That's what's up. And so, oh, he likes to speak at Lehman College. He should, what I mean? I know it's going to be something we're going to go at and everything, but I know he was talking a few months ago. He would like to meet some brothers that was violated, and he said he would like to talk to some brothers, have a workshop, and talk to them what happened, everything, to get some help and stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes he do be tripping. He be tripping sometimes, but certain things he talk about, is true. But he be tripping, he be bugging. The rest of that Dion, man, he tripping on that. I don't understand. I ain't gonna say I don't understand, but but I say this, that I'm just saying that us as black men, we gotta have empathy for other men, and we don't see that. You don't see that, that's what people like. Hey, you already you deal with this person. You tripping. Hold on for 1 second. Got it. Then Reverend Asha has his movie released, Loud Mouse. Oh boy. I don't know. It's the first time I heard it. Loud Mouse. I don't know. You know, he. But get back what I'm saying is and also tomorrow I will chop with brother Prince PA. Yeah. Tomorrow night, not tomorrow. Sorry, pardon me. Tomorrow night, 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Brother PA, he will bring his game show to the Darkness Roundtable. That's right. The game show will come to the Darkness Roundtable tomorrow night. It's on there. Hit a like. Tell people about it. I will do a short video on that tomorrow. So it could be fresh in people's heads. Sometimes you do it a day before. You know how some people, you got short memory, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And Brother Pierre, I will send you the link to get on the panel later on too. But this is gonna be something though. The game show will be on the Darkness Round Table, chopping it up. So I can't wait to do that. Brother PA can't wait to do that. And it's gonna be something to watch. It's gonna be something to watch, y'all. So please check that out. Very much appreciate it. Tomorrow on this channel, 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, yeah. Yeah, I heard. I heard he's a Democrat leader on 12 Hours. Could you vouch for that? I don't know. I heard he got a new position. They put this so they what yeah, I heard a little bit about it on TV about last week. But is he the head leader of the Democratic Party? Yeah. Please clear that up for us, please, Sister 12 Hours. Thank you. And yeah, he's from Brooklyn. Yeah, I definitely know that. But what position that he's in 12 Hours? And 2023, we have to we have to be with the real. 2023, we have to be with the real. Oh, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me rewind back. So that means he's the new Speaker of the House? Am I right, 12 Hours? Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Is he the new Speaker of the House? Wow. That's powerful, y'all. That's a powerful position. And plus, he's a senator. Whoa. That is a bit, yeah, especially a black person on Speaker of the House. I think he's the first black person ever be the Speaker of the House. I'm talking for the Democratic Party. Usually be a white man, white man, white woman, any ethnic group, ethnic person. Mm. That is a big position. That is. Mm. Well, we going to see how them other whites in the Democrat Party will work with them. And so that actually let me know that the black and the black and Hispanics, y'all ain't, hey, y'all on the spotlight now. On the spotlight now. I thought she never will relinquish on that position. That's all right. That's okay. It's all right. From New York. He sworn on January 3rd. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know that part. Thank you. Wow. Black man. Speaker of the House. I might have to give me a drink for that. But he needs to be careful though too. They gonna come after him. They gonna. Well, shout out to New York. Shout out to hometown. Shout out to hometown. Shout out to hometown. That's all right. That's all right. But yes, should be proud. Yes, should be proud. But to get back, what I'm saying is yeah, J.E. Davis. I remember he got assassinated. Yeah, yeah, I remember them. Yeah, I remember J.E. Davis. He got assassinated. He got shot up. He was on his way too. Yeah, he had a bright career in the Democratic Party. Got killed, shot up. You know. And they said that his death is still a mystery. Yeah. Like I said, man, y'all want to come up? Please come up. Let's get we could talk about anything. Doesn't make a difference, but like I said, Congressman Jeffries got a hard. They got a hard road ahead of them. They got a hard road ahead of them. So, but I just I'm just saying I just hope to because we got we do got some conservative Democrats, them like the brother Prince Pierre, them new dissy Democrats. I say they new because yeah, I do remember Al Van. Yeah, matter of fact, you remember Senator Betty, and so yeah, I remember Al Van, the all-time congressman in Brooklyn. I remember Al Van. Yeah. Yeah, he hooked up. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people. Al Van did a lot for Brooklyn. I mean, throughout New York too. Yes, but he implemented a lot of good stuff in Brooklyn. Did a lot, man. He did a lot. Roger Green. Yeah, she did. She move up high in office. Yeah, but yeah, maybe his New York City. Yeah, they need to bring it back. But get back what I'm saying that we gotta do a better job as a people to wear out the fakes. And And we gotta make time. And I feel us as a family, we gotta make time for each other, spend quality time with each other. Do the black man and the black woman gotta do whatever we can to piece this family back together. And the kids have to be in alignment with that. The cousins have to be in alignment with that. The uncles have to be in alignment with that. The aunts had to be in alignment with that. I said, cause the niece had to be in alignment with that, and the nephews had to be in alignment with that. I'm not saying it's going to be easy because it ain't, but we got to be aligned with that. I mean, like even the people who's married who do not have kids, or in a relationship that maybe two people had kids from prior relationships, or they probably all have one they don't never didn't have no kids and the other had kids. We got to find a way to put piece of relationship together. Gotta piece it back together because if we don't, we're still gonna be in the hole in the bottom, still crawl our way back up. And it's gonna be hard in the way how the system have it like that. It's very important, It's very important. So don't even worry about it, Brother J Speed. Do what you gotta do. I appreciate that. Appreciate that you come and always show me support, and I support you too. And let me know through the email how it turned out, okay? But peace to you and your family. Don't even worry about that. And you owe me a chop up too. But I'm gonna reach you out. I'm gonna reach out to you. Maybe we can squeeze that in before the year's out, Brother J Speed. I want to do a chop up with you. It's not an interview. It's a chop up. Also, you can ask me questions about myself too. And also, what I need for you is a picture or avatar, and also do a short video. Let people know that you be coming over here to do the chop up with me. And I really appreciate that. So just keep me posted what's going on, and let's get it done and everything. And so shout out to Brother JSP, and thank you. I know that also, and I can say this for brother Prince and Sister 12, that people had not given y'all the respect that they should. But I'm saying I appreciate that. Okay, no problem. Honestly, I appreciate y'all, you know, bringing the real and advocate wherever you can. And we need more of y'all like that, because in this space, it's nothing but a few of us. It's nothing but a few of us. It is. But you be safe out there, Brother J Speed. You know how the system operate. You be safe out there. Salute to Brother J Speed OG. One of the few brothers besides Prince always encouraged me to push on. Beside Prince, Brother Prince, Brother J Speed right there, and a few others. Sister, 12 hours, one of the few sisters helped me push on to Sister Coco Tina, you know. So I appreciate you, Brother J Speed, what you bring to this earth and share it with us. And I know it's frustrating because we're not getting it. But I was like, some of us do get it. And even we don't get it, we should learn from it. The hood table, good morning to you. And I feel it's very important that we don't respect the OGs that put in the work, that give their life to the movement of our people globally. And Brother JSP had done it for a long time. And we got him in our presence. And a lot of us, and I'm not talking about not the ones in the chat. I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But the ones outside and they don't get no respect. You know, I could say that one day, hey, you know brother Jay Speed? Yeah, Jay Speed. Jay Speed came to my channel, came to my panel a few times, chopping up great brother and everything. You know, I just want to let you know, please. I know sometimes you want to give up on us, Jay Speed. You know, don't just keep on fighting, brother. We there's a few of us right here. We got your back. Got your back. Brother Sheed, you can get on. I send a link to you, and um, you can come on, brother Sheed. The Hood Table. Good morning to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm in a good spirit today. I'm in a good spirit. You know, and pay homage to the OG. You know, but I tell you, but I know for me, sometimes I want to fight. I want to fight. You know, people say you want to pick one. Yeah, I want to pick the fight of the haters. I do. I want to get in your face like that. What you gonna do about it? How you hurting righteous people? I want to get in your face, like unrighteous. I want to get in your face. What you gonna do? It's me and you. What's up? What you gonna do about it? See, we got to get back doing that. Well, I'm dead serious. 2023. I mean, the way how you got to go about it too, because you know we dealing with cuckoo, but you know, but to me, I want to get in your face. Man, I want to get in. What you say? I want to get in your face. What you gonna do to me? What? Oh, you with the system now? Oh, what you gonna do to me? I think we got to get back doing that. Go back old school. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got to get back doing that. I'm dead serious. You know, because sometimes you want to. I mean, listen. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong walking away. Yeah, these days you gotta walk away, but at the same time, you gotta let people get back. Brother Alonzo Hall, I will get to you in a few seconds. Just bear with me, brother. Just bear with me. But yeah, yeah. That's what I do. I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of talking. What you gonna do? Basically, man, what you gonna do? Huh? Yeah. Well, that's what you gonna do. I show this. Listen. This is my picture right here, right? I can show this sometimes because people don't mind because they always see this. Welcome, brother Alonso Hall. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What's happening, bro, JP?
What's good? What's good? How's the family doing?
Doing better. I'm, getting back to 100%. I know we were supposed to have a chap up last month. I had my little hospital visit. Um,
No. That's important. How do you feel?
I'm feeling better. I'm getting back. I take it day by day. It's like I said, it's a problem with my digestive tract. So like I got it basically for the next year. I should basically only be eating baby food because I can't digest nothing.
Baby food.
So yeah, it's I mean, realistically, my stomach just, if I eat a salad, my stomach just don't digest it right now because it doesn't
Oh,
macerate the
okay.
stuff. So anything that I have basically just got to be pureed, and baby food is already pureed. So
Oh, got you.
mm. I
Got you.
mean, don't
So,
get me wrong, I could eat a steak, but I might have a stomach ache after.
uh, oh, okay. All right. That's okay. Let me type this up, but I'm glad that you're here and I'll talk about a lot of like, quite a few things, but it is connected and stuff like that at all. Um, but I'd say this though that I'm sorry. Let me type this down.
No problem.
Let me type this down.
was just hopping up. I know you was live earlier. I had to handle a couple things.
It's all right. You here now, right? You here
That's
now.
good.
That's all count. Yeah, you making money. See, I'm with the money team. See, I'm with
Yeah.
Alonzo. I want the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, but Alonzo, my ends. I mean, pockets kind of empty. I just messed with you, man.
Yeah, I'm messing with you. I got you.
Yeah, but I think it's most more. Well, I basically was just talking about that we got to get our priorities back, especially our family. We got to define what the family it really is, and we got to fight for it. And
You know that
mhm,
that's actually very important, and that
mhm,
brings to my attention something. So I need to, even though I didn't address anyone particular, but it's just I want to apologize to certain men. Um,
mhm,
Again, nobody in particular, is just the stance that I took in terms of dating single mothers. And I used to think not exactly less of a man, but I used to think it was taking a lesser position as a man by
mhm,
taking on a woman with kids. And
mhm,
after our conversation yesterday, and me even thinking back to, like I said, my brother-in-law who dated a woman who had a kid,
mhm,
and the
mhm.
bond he built with that kid. So I
Yeah.
want to apologize to a lot of men for me just taking that personal thought process of you lessening yourself, because I look at, even in my own life, guys who had dated my mother and bonded with me, and yo, there's something to say about that. Like, dude has no loyalty to me. I am not his kid. So for him to even do little stuff like take me to McDonald's because he dating my mother, that's a huge thing. So kudos to dudes for even being willing to do that. Because personally, I'm not.
Yeah. And also too, also we gotta talk about it. What about in the relationship that you dating somebody that had grown kids of that dynamic too? No matter if you're a man or a woman.
Yeah, because grown kids is a whole nother dynamic.
That's another different dynamic and stuff. But we're gonna talk about that next year. Everything. But we're gonna welcome Brother Prince.
Oh, hey, what's going on, brother?
What's good?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I experienced um, doing that stepfather stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thankless job, man. Like you say, if you part ways with the woman or whatever, the kid gone too. So how I did it is that I was just fair, you know, because I already knew. I was like, okay, shit. Because I was taught a long time ago about it. She said, all right, boy. Your grandma told me, all right, you gonna mess a woman with a kid now. You already know what's up. What you mean, what's up? Well, something happens, you know that kid gone. So all you do is just treat that kid right and don't worry about it. The kid
Mm-hmm.
come back later. But don't be looking like you know. Especially if you don't have a child with the woman. That's the only way it's really gonna work. Now it's over. Now that now she got a sister or a brother. Now she is no choice in the matter. All right. But if you
Mm-hmm.
just dating these women with a kid, man, and you ain't gonna get no kid out of it. You don't waste your time if you want one. Now, if you don't want one, that's on you now. But don't waste your time. And I did that, and I gave her moment of time, and shit, I moved on. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not a sucker. So, and I just think there's some suckers because I see the only ones I see that work is the women. The woman is willing to give that stepfather a child too. So now that family's whole.
Mm-hmm.
So all these women out here on these internets running their little mouths, talking to little bullshit, talking about they want this high value man, they want this man. Man, ain't nobody coming with no real benefit, with no benefits with that bullshit. Especially he ain't finna get no kids out of there. 'Cause that's the only way he gonna make it whole. So I mean, if you ain't making it whole, then somebody getting played as a sucker to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that's what I did. Got married, and I said, okay, I'm getting 2 years. I don't get no kid out of this shit. I'm out. And in 2 years I was gone because I was really with her. I was really with her longer than that. But
Mm-hmm.
so. And then, hey, I bounced. Told
I
her,
agree
well,
with you, friend.
I told her to get the hell up out my house. And they say, you wrong, ain't wrong. Shit, hell, nigga, I live on this. Hey, I ain't gonna be with no woman carrying no kids with her. I don't need her. I can be by myself and just fuck on hoes and keep it moving. The hell I'm married for? I'm married for legacy around here. So some people get married for hustle. And hey, it's not my, I just made a mistake in the game. Everybody do. I ain't mad at her. She just taught me a valuable lesson. So I'm selfish in the game. All right. And I do business with people that make sense. But I'm
Mm,
selfish. So I'm not in it. I'm not taking nothing. I ain't taking nothing less than what I want. And that's all it's about.
got you. Let's welcome Sister Coco Tina in the building. Thanks for coming.
What's up, sis?
Hey, hey everyone. Hi Prince. Hi Alonzo.
Hey, what's
Um,
going on, Coco?
uh, I'm well. So, um, Alonzo, appreciate um your thoughts on, or I should say your consideration. But that's your stance. If you don't want to date anyone that has children, that's your stance. Um, I don't think that's offensive. Because there are plenty like you. Same with you, Prince. There are plenty like you as well. Um, I'm just coming as a single mother who raised 5 children. My youngest now is 24. Um, so speaking as a single mother, um, to date someone, yes, it was hard. Yes, I tried to make it work with my children's father, which was 3. Um, but it didn't work. We grew. I started early, of course, so we grew apart. But dating um, men was hard because of the children. Because there's a lot of men who want their own, which I was good with at that time of having that. But again, we had to have that conversation and we had to be on one. If we wasn't on one accord, I wasn't going to make the same mistake as I did with the others. So a lot of men couldn't handle that. Although we may say no initially, there's a reason. Um, and we have to be on one accord in order to have the children so that we as women, or there are some men that are single parents as well, um, won't have to carry on the burden of raising the kids by themselves or with an absent parent. So there's a little reluctance there, but I think it's warranted. But again, like I said, y'all stance is y'all stance. Because now I'm to the point where I'm not having any more kids, so I'm will only date people who don't want kids. So that's my stance now. Um,
So, no, go ahead. No, I'll wait. What you?
so that's my stance now. But what I do now is I come off the bat. If I'm interested in someone, I'm like, look, the kids are grown. I don't want any kids. I hope you don't want any kids. And if they say that they do, then that's
Gotta go.
tough. Like,
Yeah, that's it.
you know,
Yeah,
we can't be.
no, they're yoked. No, it's unevenly yoked. So can't do nothing.
Yeah, but I think that but the key is right. What about the one? What about the brother or sister? What about the man or woman who do not have kids, but they date the opposite sex that have kids? What's the dynamic for that? Because we don't really talk about that.
Oh, well, you talking about the plus? Well, I mean, like I said earlier, you had the plus one, right? You got some prominent uh, players that did it. Emmitt Smith, when he hooked up with Pat way back in the '90s. He
Mm-hmm.
did a +1. I think Aikman did a +1.
One,
So
yeah.
it's a bit, yes, a lot of them did +1. That was nothing wrong with the +1 game. But it kind of, but you see what happened. I think what's his name having 4 kids of his own with Pat. See, the key is if you mess with a man that has no kids and you got one, you really talking. You're gonna have to get that man some kids, man, so it makes the family whole. You understand? So that stepdaughter, right, that you got, or that stepson that you have, you now she got a brother, half brother or half, so with about a woman. So he got a brother or a sister coming out of there. Now the family whole. Now she got a
Mhm.
brother or a sister, or he got a brother or a sister to deal with, right? So there ain't no bullshit. Now what he says go hold. See what I'm saying? It ain't no bullshit here. I say, boy, get your ass somewhere and sit down. Goddamn,
Yeah,
you don't
there's
get
some
somewhere and sit
authority.
motherfucking ass down.
Yeah,
But
but okay.
but if you ain't got no, but yeah, because if I tell her sister what to do, his sister do, or brother, whatever, or his sibling, my bad, his sibling what to do, he gonna have to get in there and do it, and she gonna have to get in there and do it. You understand? But if you already doing that, and she ain't trying to get no kids of it, or miscarriages, whatever happens, happens. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to be messing with men. So women find out, hey, you want kids or not? Man say, yeah. Then you need to bounce. You don't need to waste that man's time. Don't even waste that man's time 1 minute. He'll gladly appreciate it, you
Yeah,
know.
that's true. Yeah,
And,
but
and same
I
as the
knew
man.
right, exactly.
And
But
in response to that, if you have children, even if you don't have a child with that person, but that person is in um that woman's life and that children in the children's life, I still believe that they should be respected. And that should be taught to the children to respect that person regardless. Um, and I think that's that would fall on the mother. And I also agree that if you are dating someone or you have a man in your life that will be around your children, they should they should have some knowledge of the father in the children's life, or um, have the understanding that they if the father or mother not in the life of the children, that that person should have that responsibility to encourage and discipline the
mm,
children. And I know that's
Yeah.
a off subject, but it has to happen because if children feel that they can run over someone that you're dating, um, they're going to do it.
yeah, I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is just
Go ahead.
yeah, let me get this out. What I'm saying, what about the ones that had grown kids? Now I know that probably like off the subject too, because what I seen of the people that I grew up in New York, and it goes to man or women, when they had grown kids, and I'm not saying all grown kids this way, so let me put this out there. They cause a conflict, and then they see they think that, and then it comes to sabotaging directly and indirectly. And sometimes it goes from man or woman, and sometimes that parent ain't gonna see what the kids do. And so what happened was that beautiful relationship has suffered. And until this day, I know them, they still broken over that. While the kids have lived their life. So we have to talk about this, and I know it feels uncomfortable with certain people because there's going to be some people going to say, my kids ain't going to be this way, my kids ain't going to be that way. Like my late mother, my late father used to say, when you become grown, you your own you your own person. So it's always going to be that director to protect the child, no matter if for the baby, little one, adolescent, to grown up. And again, I talk to them at times, and it happened years ago, and they broken. I'm talking they broken. They don't have no part. I just want to live my life. That's what it is. But it seems like when I talk about this issue, especially our people, we want to back up from it because we refuse
Them
to
kids.
understand that also the family could be breaking up, especially the grown-ups. So I would say this: let's engage in this conversation, especially stick to the point, because it does happen. But I'm not saying that there are great examples out there that it does happen, because it did, because it is. But that's just a few, and
I
that's all I'm saying.
mean, I think what happens is, um, generally well, not really, because people do start young. But generally, you do have to be around a certain age to date people with grown kids. But I know well, usually around 40. But my brother dated a woman with grown kids, and it was a crazy situation. So I've seen people who date people with grown kids, and they can get wild because grown kids can get disrespectful, and it's hard to reprimand an adult, right? Even though they're your kid now, they're an adult. So it's more or less like you said, forget about it, then I'm done. I'm just living my life. You grown, I'm grown. I'm dealing with this person you can't be respectful to, but I'm gonna marry them or whatever. So I'm not gonna deal with you. I've seen that happen. And shoot, I had another family member who completely estranged herself from our family for over 10 years over a dude. And he had grown kids already, but they was influencing her, telling her that the family was bad for her.
Mm.
I've seen both sides.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
man. You get.
No, go ahead, brother Chris.
Yeah,
I'm here.
man. Really. Yeah, the key to the even dealing with a family, man, you're gonna have to vet, man, especially the children, what they own, what they doing, what kind of work they do. They professionals, you know. They kind of don't come around, how they come, often they come around, they come around, for the holidays, okay, come around for the birthdays. They just coming around, they trying to always hang around. Do they got a life? You find out that them kids ain't got no life, man. That means you need to move on. That woman ain't for you. You want grow adult ass children to be doing their own damn thing. Cause if they young and they 18, 19 years old, they supposed to be out there doing their own thing, doing their little selfish shit. You understand me? And doing what they supposed to be doing. Being in college or something like that. Uh, you know, something like that, or whatever they got going on. And you messing with the kids. What your kid do? He out of jobs or whatever. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. You just suck it up. You just charge it to the game. You put that in your mental notes, and you just realize after that date, you just let them know, hey, you have a good life. Not get involved in that, cause I already know that you ain't still shitting them kids, man. It's not my problem. So the bottom my mindset nowadays, man, I don't want no issues dealing with with these women. Period. Point blank. I'm gonna went to prison behind some bullshit, man. No, you know, and dealing with women, man, dealing with folks, camp folk, and all this old stupid shit. And I ain't got time for it, man. So that's my take on that. And I think men has got to just be on that, and men is gonna have to be stomp down on that. And that's for women make decisions, make better decisions in their life, and all this mess here. Because
Speaking of that, right? I rarely place things at the feet of women, but I'm gonna place one thing at the feet of women because of a shining example that I saw from my mother-in-law. So one thing that I see all too often, because we see these situations where women are like, you know, my baby daddy ain't nothing. He living with this other woman and he ain't taking care of my kids. But what we don't speak to is the fact that what often happens is a man will have a child with a woman and they separate for whatever reason. He'll get with another woman who happens to have kids. They'll move on with their relationship. And the expectation is that he now takes care of her kids, which he tends to do. However, he tends to then um, abandon his or shirk his responsibility with his own biological children, usually recommended by the current woman he's with, right? Even if they have a child together or not. And she'll expect you to take care of her kids because her kids are living with y'all and your kids aren't. Where what my mother-in-law did with my stepfather-in-law was when she got with him, she was like, "Oh no, nigga, you gotta pay child support. I ain't about to be with you and you ain't paying child support for your kids." So she forced him to go pay child support for the two kids that he had with two other women, and to get a relationship with those kids before they moved forward with their relationship. So I think that's something that we can place at the women is, all right, you know, if you got future, if you think you're gonna be the one to change them, then actually put the work in to change them and do shit like tell them, nah, nigga, if you gonna be with me, then I need to see you as a shining example of a man. You got kids, then take care of them. Because if you have one with me, you ain't about to bounce and not take care of mine. So let me make sure that you taking care of responsibility with them other kids. All right, so we can't go eat breakfast at Tiffany's every month like you know I like to do because now you paying $75 a month per kid for child support. You know what, big whoop. But I know that if we gonna move forward in this relationship, if something comes down to it, you gonna man up and take care of your responsibility because I see you doing it now, and I'm pouring into you as a man because I'm encouraging you to take care of your manly responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna jump in. So I am a mother of grown children. Like I said, my youngest is 24. My oldest are 29. Um, so they do their own thing. They have their jobs, they got their vehicles, they do whatever. I'm not gonna say that they don't worry about me. Um, they do call, they do check. We do have our family night out. This is something that I would discuss and incorporate with my significant other as well. So you can be part of the family. But as far as them dictating who I'm going to be with, how I'm going to be with, what I'm going to do, no. But again, that's something that I instilled in them. Whoever I choose is my choice. The only thing that I told them is that they will have to respect that choice. If you don't like it, that's on you because we as parents don't like their choices and who they choose either. So it's all about being cordial. It's all about being respectful. Um, and then eventually, there will be some um let me see. They won't be selfish. Eventually, they will grow into um, acknowledging the situation and probably even hopefully enjoying that person. But again, the choice is my choice. And that's just something that I instill in mine.
I got a question for you, Sister Coco. How about that man do not have kids, right? You getting me, Coco Tina?
I can hear you.
Okay. And he wants to incorporate what he do with you and the kids that he been doing for a long time. mean, when sometimes with his godkids or his nephews, but he haven't done it for a long time. Will you be open with that?
When you say that he wants to incorporate things that he does with, I'm not get.
Let me. I'm gonna repeat it again. They are right. He live by his. I mean, he don't have no kids, but you know he had kids.
Mm.
But he incorporate what he do with the kids, not as much as you do, but he want to incorporate what he do with the kids with you and the kids. Wherever he had plans, will you be open with that?
When you're dealing with adult kids, um, I believe. Sorry, I just got a call. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I had a call hit come Um, when you deal with adult children, the female is going to do the introduction. Try to bring you along to family events so y'all can build a rapport. But if you want to branch out and do something, yes, we could do it together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it messes up
But
the family,
eventually,
right?
you're going to have to build that relationship with them, and so that they will, not need me around in order for you to establish or do whatever it is that you would like to do with them.
So,
And I think a lot of men, at least what I have seen, a lot of men use the woman or the other or that parent as the glue, um, and that the children, the adult children, will only come around if that parent is around, and that's because that other person never build a relationship outside of the parent, and I think um is very crucial, especially with dealing with adult parents, because they are adults. So they can choose to be a part of something or choose not to be a part of it. That's on them. And you can't force them. So my only thing in that situation, underrated, is to end the family outing, try to build a rapport with those children. That way you can call on them directly as opposed to using um, that person, their parent, as a go through. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but again, I'm gonna say this though. It cannot be one way. But I'm saying this. I'm using me as an example. If I'm willing, I'm using you as an example that we dating. I mean, we in a relationship. You want me to be part of your kid, you to get to know them. That's fair. And I'm doing that, right? I have proven myself to be a stand-up person. But along the way, I had a venture that deals with grown up. And it's not like, yeah, I'm coming to you and say, yeah, I want you to get them. I'll sit down with them and say, listen, I got something going on this venture, and I want y'all to come to be part of this venture, part of my vision. Want you to have a good time.
so I could speak to that, underrated because,
I ain't finished,
okay.
okay? Because it just got to go both ways. And then kind of find out the grown kids turn it down, but at the same time, You've been a stand up person to the grown kids. So of course that person, it goes from man to woman. So that person gonna feel a certain way. Like, okay, yeah, I'm putting myself out there. I'm talking about a man or woman. I'm putting myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect me to do? And it's going to be a clash of you and the grown kid. Because you know why I say that? Because it happened to one of the piece I grew up with. Because he keep on putting himself out there. Often.
Mm.
And then they said, F them, F that. Never did that. Even he incorporate his kids to the family, bringing them in slowly. Even then, they go to man or woman, but I'm talking about him. And the kids like, why, daddy, why you doing all this if they don't respect you? So now
That's right.
they get up and say, we're going to defend our daddy because our daddy is not that way. He trying to incorporate us with y'all, but y'all don't want to bend. And that is the problem that we don't want to talk about. All right, go ahead.
Well, it's a little different. I was gonna say I'd be open, especially like I was gonna say my mother's 55, I'm 38. And so, as they've grown adult or a child of someone who's now an adult, I look at things differently. Like I want my mother to find somebody. And I know it's difficult um for a lot of reasons. But there are guys that she has some type of a relationship with, and he has kids of her own. Obviously she has kids of her own. We're all grown. um but if he were to have an event or something, I'd gladly come. you know my brother knows him, my sister knows him. So if we were to be invited to something, we would gladly go. Now, in terms of like declining, that might happen. I have a condition, so I can decline a lot of stuff. But you know, um, if everything's fine, then yeah, I'll go. But if there's a reason why, then I would probably let them know why I didn't go. If we got, because like outside of my mother, me and this dude have a relationship, right? Like he's not trying to be a father or a father figure. He's just a dude that I'm cool with, and he happens to have something going with my mother, right? But we sit and talk and chit chat and hang out and stuff. We watch the game and drink beers, and he's even had heart to heart conversations with me, about how he feels about my mother and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, look, my mama grown, you grown. That's y'all thing. Just, don't do nothing crazy. And I ain't got to hunt and kill you. But other than that, y'all grown, you know. So it's a strange dynamic, but I couldn't see declining it outside of a legitimate reason.
Right. Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
back.
I mean, it's a dynamic, man. The blend.
Ah, shit, they got you, Prince.
They be getting us, man. Every time we spit some stuff, man. They got Coco Tina last week. She took
See?
they got her good because whoop, yeah. I said, damn, why they get? I mean, she can really they get the black woman too that they're talking right there. Coco Tina, anything you want to add on? Can't hear you.
Coco, you're muted if you're speaking. I think she may have stepped away for a
Yeah,
second.
I think you muted. Your mic muted.
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm sorry. I wasn't really. I don't think I wasn't really saying anything. Again, that is adult children are harder than younger children. I just want to say, and that's because they have they are their own person, and like you said, Alonzo, they are adults, and they have they can choose. Unfortunately, they choose. They're going to always be around if their parents say, okay, we're going to do this X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z. They're going to always come around. But I'm glad to hear of you and your mom's significant other. Um, there are a lot of men that do step up and just be, a friend. And I think, like you said, when you're dealing with adult children, um, that significant one is going to have to become a friend or a close associate to those children that they can powwow with or, you know, BS with,
Right.
so that they can build that rapport. Um, and then once that rapport is met, then if you decide to incorporate some of your events or social habits or you want them to be a part, they'll be more open. That's all.
I'm playing double advocate. How about they don't want to?
They just flat out don't want to.
Right. How about they don't want to?
And you've been stand up.
Right. How about they don't want to? What you gonna do then?
I mean, I would feel some type of way.
Yeah, you
What's
would.
wrong, babe?
Yeah.
If they don't want to, how can you force them? You can't force them.
Yeah.
But that's not going to change your relationship with your significant one.
It can. I can because if I'm talking about the parent or the mother or the father knows what's going on and you're letting it go on like that, it can affect. If you letting it go on instead of like you again, I'm going by I'm saying what I'm saying because I've seen it happen because she did not sit down with a kid and let them know, listen, this is what I'm happy with. He had been stand up and the kids had stand up and did not say nothing. And it's a slap in the wrist and say, oh, hey, they grown, they can do whatever they can, but these are the ones that stop at your own happiness. So it has to be some communication and it has to be some sit down and say, look, such and such is trying. I know you grown and everything, but it got to be some direction. You know what I'm saying? Because things do happen. I know sometimes we want to think of the obvious. We want to think, oh yeah, everyday pieces of cream. Sometimes you deal with some people. There are some kids they don't want to accept of that parent that is happy because they wish that their father or their mother is still around, directly and indirectly.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
sometimes we gotta think of stuff like that. Again, and let me say this before I throw it back at you. I'm not saying that there are other examples does work. Yes, it does. It does work, and it does work. That's why I'm talking like this because it does work. But there are just some they want sweet under the
Yeah.
rug. That's all.
Yeah. It just depends on the dynamic of the family of that family structure. You got some cats, you know. Okay, he'll go with the woman or whatever, and the kids ain't coming around, or they do come around, and drop by, see mama, kiss mama on cheek. You got some kids, they knew when they'll come around. Yeah, I done seen it happen, man. I've been on cats' houses, man. Homeboy houses, and they'll come over there, take them. Oh, I dropped my homeboy off over there one time. And I dropped my mama house for that nigga come home. Niggas be coming over there, eating the food up, tear their ass. We niggas doing all kind of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So I see everything out here,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
This
exactly.
game. Yeah, man. And I'm being, and because they don't want to deal with them. Then you got some, like you say, in Alonzo's case, they cool. You got some, I think the main thing, I think, with adult children, man, any man get with a woman, you got adult children. You definitely want them adult children to be competent people in society, got their own mortgages and rents and shit they paying in their own cars and shit. That's the main, that's really the main thing, that any man is gonna deal with a woman on. Now, if you got these niggas, these kids, they living with no. Keep it right. And don't even be and the problem a lot of times with these Negroes is these be real. These Negroes that just want to hit and run, and they get up in there and hit, and then they get sprung, and now they something. That's why you just you got to be disciplined, man, with your phallus up in here, and you got to be you get an absolute understanding what's going on with that situation, and now you make a conscious decision. Do you want to deal with that situation? No diss to the woman. It's about the man. Hell, it is what it is. A woman gonna deal with it. She'll find a man that's 100% down with it, and don't waste her goddamn time. You know, that's how you gotta
Mhm.
look at it. Cause I'm
Mm,
not gonna waste mine. Don't waste her.
mm.
You ain't got the stomach for it. Like that old man told, Supply, nigga, you pimping, you ain't got the stomach for it. Grown children, nigga, you ain't got the stomach for it. Keep it moving. Don't be trying
Mm.
because she
And,
looking good and all this. Now, if you
right,
got the stomach for it, and you
right,
just got your own kids, you have the stomach for it though. See what I'm saying? I think
right,
more a lot of times it just got to be real. And I'm done with it. Women with
and all,
kids need to
yeah.
be hooking up with men that got kids, and that's cool. All right, that because I be seeing some of these women, boy. I be seeing women on the TikToks and on these things. I got my own kids. I don't want no man with no kids. Bitch, you out of line. Cause ain't no goddamn you is. Cause you want a sucker. Cause ain't no man ain't got no kids finna put up with it. Cause he don't want to deal with it. We don't have nothing in common. Let's just get to it. Let's talk it. I have no kids. You got kids. What the fuck do we have in common? If I see some shit I don't like, that's some shit you might like. You understand me? I might see some shit I don't in my mind. I don't. That kid doing that stupid ass shit for. And you might think that's some cool ass shit. We already in conflict of interest. You see what I'm saying? You gonna say, well, nigga, you ain't got no kids. How you gonna what you think I'm gonna and have that kind of conversation? Now that relationship's over. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have no business in it. Now some cats don't want no kids, don't have no problems. And them niggas them niggas, they accept that the kids do any goddamn thing. They don't give a damn.
Hey, hold
Okay?
up, Prince P. Before you keep going, I gotta stop you. You and she about to make me go get a hat because y'all styling and profiling them pictures.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
that's my
man.
hat. But I'm done with it. Let me say this. It's like now when I deal with when I was married and I had to whatever, she was a child though, you know what I'm saying, I had to worry about it. But I just told her straight up, I ain't gonna have that girl disrespecting me. Now, she disrespect me, I need you to go upside her motherfucking head. All right?
Hmm.
See, that's how I talk. I don't care. She say, I test these women, man. And she passed that test. I said, okay. Yeah, because it ain't my job to be going up beside her head. You understand? It's your job to go up beside her head, however you get down. And I remember one time, boy, she got to talking crazy. Her mama went up there, slapped the taste out of her mouth, whooped her ass. So, when you gonna help her stop me? I ain't my problem. You're not my daughter. That's your mama. I'm not gonna do nothing about it. I ain't gonna let her kill her. But hell, you should get your ass whooped. You get your ass whooped. I'm not whooping ass because you're not my child. So you got to be raw and you got to be real dealing with this. And a lot of times I say it the way to hope to run up. See if it will run the damn woman off. Sometimes women be cool with it. But I'm not finna be whooping nobody else's kids, doing all that crazy shit. Because if I got to put my hands on the kid, I'm gonna have to put my hands on you for real, like in the streets. So I'm not with that. So that's the mindset I got. I'm good.
Let me jump in because I'm
I'm on a little time because I left my headset at home. And
Okay, go ahead, P.
yeah, so basically, when it come down to it, it's like this. I got 2 grown kids. And then sometimes, they come to the event, sometimes they don't. When you get 18, I'm done. I done did all I had to do to raise you. So if you want to be immature, you want to be spoiled, you want to be nice, it's on you. My job is to get you to 18. Like I told my wife, I said, when I first got with her, I said, I'm not no vengeance person. I'm not none of that. But I do demand respect. And one of the things, like I told her, if I got to sit down and talk with their daddy, talk with you, I don't let no child disrespect me. So if you are entitled to a whooping, you going to get one right then and there. And then when your mama get home, she can handle the situation. And like I told her, if you feel as if, I'm a person that'll, hurt your kids, then don't deal with me. And I have to sit down and talk to your kid, talk to the father, and we talk about this. If he don't like it, then he need to keep them in line. Because the moment they get out of line, then that's gonna be a problem for them. And if he want to respond to me whooping him or doing whatever, then that will mean him have the issue. So my thing, I always told him, and I told her when I first got with her, I said, I don't take no disrespect from no adult. So why would I take anything from a child? So one day my daughter got a little mouthy at the mouth. I could take that little mouth because that ain't nothing. But when you start being disrespectful with that, that's when she got, so she got in trouble. Her mama got home, talked to her about it, and then there was no harm, no foul. Because like I told her, I'm not gonna let no child disrespect me and then wait for you to come home so they feel like they got a little power. So when I take that power away, that's when the kids tend to, kind of can't do that. Same thing with their dad one day. So, my little boy, he always been, good little boy. He ain't did nothing out of the way. One time I had to check when he got about 17, because that's at the age he was smelling himself like, I told him go wash the dishes. He told me in a minute. I said, okay. So I go do what I go do, clean up, move around. And I'm like, hey, bro, it's getting about 11 o'clock. You ain't got no curfew, but still, it's getting kind of late. You might want to wash some dishes. He's still on the phone texting and playing. I see if he was playing the game or something, but he was on the phone texting and playing. Came in the room, and I said, it's the third time he asked you to wash the dishes. I'm like, it's not that serious. Whatever you texting, you can't go finish or text while you washing the dishes. And, he got a little attitude. Say, man, get off me. Sucking his teeth. So I walked in there, snatched the phone out of his hand, and he yanked back the phone. So when you yank back, you tend to pull your body. And as he's pulling his body back, I grabbed him by his shoulders and pushed him down to the floor and made him buckle over his back. And so he fell over his legs. I took his glasses off. I said, give me a reason why I won't hit you. He was like, but And I said, you know what? You know how I move. I don't play. I said, if you want to smell yourself right now, we can go outside, or you can go ahead and wash some dishes.
Okay.
So he was like, he apologized. He said he was sorry, talking to his little chick, and they going back and forth and all this. I guess, a little heated. Them hormones got the best of him that day. So, he felt like he was manning up because he probably thought he was going to get him something or whatever. But at the same time, all that's cool and dandy. Respect me like I respect you. I didn't come in there cussing you out, telling you wash dishes. I ain't coming there hitting you like other people would do. I ain't go, try to get your mama to jump down your throat, because I know if your mama would have came in there, she would have said it once or twice. She'd have been, grabbing you or something like that, or telling you what's wrong with you, how many times she got to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came down to that point, it was just easily done.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's the thing. Like, when the kids get to a certain age, like I say, you don't got to force them to go to no events or nothing like that. They grown. That's what grown people do. Grown people do their own thing. My aunt always say, grown people handle their own business and pay their own bills. I can't force no grown person to come to no event if I'm the father or not the father. If I can't force my own kids, or I'm not going to force my own kids, I'm not going to force my stepkids. Everybody has a rite to passage.
Everybody has a situation they have to, fend for themselves. But this is the thing. That outcome determines, whether me and you are close or distant with each other. So that's the biggest thing when it comes down to a lot of those situations. A lot of those kids get disrespectful because true, they still want their mother and father to be together. That ship has sailed. But at the same time, they really have to understand when it comes down to it, if this person is doing the best and providing for your mother, if you want your mama to be happy and your daddy to be happy, you gotta let them be who they are. I can understand when a child does that when they 10 or below, but once you get to a certain age, pretty much, right and wrong. You know that if your father's not there taking care of you, 9 times out of 10, your father's not gonna be there helping your mom. Like my oldest son said, he was like, man, even though my pops was here, you the one is all I know ever since I've been 4 years old. You showed me how to ride a bike. You showed me how to drive a car. My daughter, she had this, vengeance against me because, I gave her a little spoiler ways like a little daughter. Like, like on her birthday one year, I sit there, took her on a shopping spree, spent money like crazy on her. But it was all just for a show because she was ungrateful. The next day, she took half of the stuff back, didn't wear most of the stuff. It just was things that she'd try to do to nitpick at me. But when I put a stop to it, all that nitpicking, she couldn't, try to bend wheels towards me. Then that was it. She didn't want to be on friend. Hey, no problem. Like I tell her and I told her brother, I say at the end of the day, y'all got y'all daddy. I'm not here to replace him. I'm here to be with your mom. Now, if you want to be in this family with us all together, we work cohesive. The thing is, you have to respect me. I'm here to stay. Until I leave, I'm pretty much here to stay. You have to respect me, respect my boundaries, and I give you boundaries and respect to a degree because you're still a child. And when you become an adult, I still have that with boundaries to a degree. And see, a lot of people, they don't come in with boundaries. Like Prince said, most of the guys will come in just try to hit the women. And most of the women are trying to come in to get somebody to help them with their bills. So when you really start figuring out the structure of things, if that woman is really, wanting to be with that man, she'll make that relationship work. She'll keep those kids in line. But if that woman just wants somebody to help her with the bills and bypass certain things to where she won't come out of pocket and won't have to struggle, that relationship won't last. And you tend to see it a lot of times when relationships don't last, when the kids say, oh, he did this to me, mama, and the mama want to jump on. She want to get the uncles and she want to get the baby daddy to come over and check him. Those are the relationships that you understand that you only there for the money and the money on. And then in a relationship with the men, to a degree, if a man don't check a child for them acting up, it's something wrong with that situation. By you being a man, you have structure and discipline that you implement into your life. And if a child's there, you have to implement that same structure and discipline. Prince said it best. If he didn't touch that daughter, he made sure the mama handled business. That's what a man does. And I respect that. But me, I'm going to put my hands on it. I'm going to let you know. I'm not waiting on your mama. I'm not waiting on your daddy. And if any of them have an issue, like a prime example, and I'm going to jump off. Well, I might go on mute because I'm still waiting. But the thing of it is, my wife had her niece wanted to come to our house. And I told her cousin that, wanted to, I think a cousin, but anyway, she wanted to come to the house and spend the night. I told her she can come. I said, but the thing is, if she act up, she gonna get in trouble. If you don't want her to get in trouble, then she can't come. And she was like, you will whoop somebody else's child? I said, why not? I said, if they bad. And she was like, well, I don't think my daughter. I said, well, that means your daughter bad. Well, my daughter not bad. I said, well, you shouldn't have a problem. See, that's when you draw the line. People always want you to respect their kids, good or bad. Respect the child, whether they bad and want to break everything in your house, or the child is good and pleasant and come there and obey and mind. The point of it is, if you have a good child, or you teach your child some manners, they should know how to act out of your presence. So even when you're in a relationship with a man and that man comes along, that child should know how they treat an adult. Because at the end of the day, if you don't like this man because he's with your mama, he's still a man, he's still an adult. That child should know how to respect an adult. Same goes for the man if he goes into a relationship with a woman and that man has a child. That boy, that girl should understand my dad takes no disrespect to adults. I always tell my kids this when they go to school. If you show your ass to your teacher, I'm gonna take yours when you get home. I don't promote bad behavior, so I don't want you going to promote it out there at the school. And I'm done. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just a thing, man. You there, JT?
Yeah, he ruffling. He making a sandwich.
Yeah, I see. I hear. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it comes to that, man. A lot of kids, they don't respect because the parents don't demand the respect for one, and then for two, the parents don't teach their kids anything. You teach your child mild decision making skills, and that's it. You don't
Yeah,
have no respect, no discipline to it. That's why most of these kids the way they are. That's why they run the way they do. That's why they spoil. They ask for stuff. I got an aunt. She got two kids. They grown. 119, 127. The 27-year-old is in jail. The 19-year-old keep quitting her job. And I got my
damn.
aunt, I explained to her. I said, well, how long you think you're gonna keep quitting jobs around here? You think your mom's gonna be cool with that? And so my aunt was like, that's my fault. I raised two lazy kids. But I told her, I said, the thing of it is, you still got time. See, other people looking at it as, man, you don't have no time. Like, they grown. No, ain't nothing like the prison. If they don't get them now, you make it get right. Because, pressure always comes out. You put people in bad situations, they learn how to outcome or overcome. And that be the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pressure do bust pipes.
You know how somebody see you eat like happy email? No, I'm not happy. You know how somebody
Yeah. So pressure do bust pipes because that's what brings the reality to people, right? That's what brings out, separates, for lack of a better term, the boys from the men. It
I don't know what it is.
but I think, like you said, often the parents don't instill those things, and you can see that. And generally, when that happens, that's the situation where the grown kids are, maybe not on hard times living with the parents, but just being lazy living with the parents, right? Not contributing to the house, in any manner whatsoever, right? Won't take out the trash, won't do the dishes, won't pick up a piece of paper, right? In those situations, I think, yeah, that's difficult as a man to step into and see. And I think that can add a toxic level. But I think that's only the time I could see where maybe you've been stand up, but the relationship with the child who's adult age isn't a good one. And that's like, I still see, the person's child is now adult age, so you can't force them to do anything. But usually, for example, with my mother's significant other, if he has something and he comes to me and says, hey, Lonzo, look, I'm having this thing, I'm obviously know that it means something to him because he came to me, as opposed to him just casually inviting me through my mother, and my mother saying, hey, so and so wants you to come to this thing he's having. No, but for him to come to me and say, hey, Lonzo, I'm having this thing, I'd like you to be there. I couldn't see declining that with if we got a solid relationship. Just because I just couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that be the thing though. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of dudes don't garner a solid relationship with those kids. And the thing is, you gotta understand, to a degree, these kids are always gonna reminisce of their mother and father being in a relationship. So that's something you can't change. If that child doesn't come there, you gotta move on. You gotta tend to just let it be because when you try to force things, you make the situation even harder than what it is. So when it comes down to situations like that, if the child don't come, what are you gonna lose your life? Is there gonna be any trauma? Is there gonna be a loss of money? You might lose what? A plate of food that they were supposed to eat. You might lose a couple of money that you invested in some drinks or something like that. That's it. You know, people gotta garner relationships just as business. Your profit, your wins and your losses. If this person don't come to this event, what is my gain and what is my losses with this? You know, if we're not close, you can't force someone to be close with you. You can't force somebody hand to, be, loving. So those are the things that it's gotta be natural. Like my son, me and him, our relationship is natural. It's like that. I talk to this guy every other day. Uh, you know, make sure he's okay. This guy works for Tesla now, and he's doing well. He went from driving the cars, washing them. Now he's a tech doing windshield. Now he's thinking about going to school, and the guy got 3 years of college, but now he's at a stage where if I want to go to college, finish this 1 year out, or just go ahead and do something different and find myself. Like I told my wife, he's got 1 year. If he sees how long it takes before he able to get that degree and it goes out, and if he finds something different that's better, I mean, it's all about with him because at the end of the day, if he retains a job that pays him well without a degree, and it won't come back to bite him in the butt later on in life, then so be it. If anything, he has this associate. But just garnering relationship, that would keep things going. A lot of people, if you can't garner a relationship with somebody, then you just have to, let it fall the way the chip may because everybody is not friendly. Everybody don't work together. So for the greater good, if you have a relationship, you keep it and make it strong. But if you don't, you just have to take it the way it is and just move on. I can't force nobody. Like I say, you can't force him. You gotta cover your wins and your losses. Just go with that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So my thing is this though, right? With with that, I think part of it is like what Prince was saying, man. As men, you gotta kind of look at shit and kind of make that decision. Like, look, you know, am I gonna because those are things you gotta look at with women with children, right? Because people will even have like when they're young, they'll build a bond, and then as that child gets older, right, and becomes an adult, they feelings change and shit flips. Now it's you're not my dad or what have you, because they smelling they nuts or whatever, right? And so that dynamic is probably crazy too. But still in all, like I said, because I've been there too, as guys that my mother has dated that when I was younger, I would used to try and chase guys away, right? But as I got older and started going through relationships in life myself, I was realizing, all right, so plus me and my mother are close in age. She's only 17 years older than me. Like I said, I'm 38, she's 55, right? So we kind of grew up together. So it's a little bit of a different dynamic, right? But I think all in all, it still can be like talk to. Like you could be like, yo, this is it would depend on like the type of event, right? So like she was saying, if they don't come to the event, what could be lost, right? But the only way I could see it really being something of substance is if it's like you getting honored for your job or something, or something prestigious, right? If it's just like, yo, I'm having a cookout, okay, that's subjective, right? But maybe if it's like, hey, I'm getting honored from my job, and it's a black tie gala, and I'd like you to be there. Okay, that might be different. They're honoring me and my family, and when it's a suit and tie, and we got to be nice and blah blah blah, or pomp and circumstance, or I'm getting a degree of some sort after 20 years, and I'm finally getting my master's degree or whatever it is. Something of substantial, like that might be sentimental, right? That then you might say to your other parent, hey, um, my significant other, this is important to him, and it's important to me, so it'd be important to me if you would be there. And I think that would make sense. But
Yeah,
other than
Still,
that,
yeah, but still being a forced issue though. That's the thing. Even if a mom says that this is important for me that you be there, and if that kid don't literally rock with that guy, and more or less he has will intent or she about the dad or about that man, they're not coming. So the thing is, if you have your child, they come, then that's cool. If one of your step kids or none of your step kids come, you should still garner that relationship that it's okay. Because at the end of the day, the thing is, like I said, if you're not losing anything if the child doesn't come. If they don't respect you now, they won't respect you when they get there. And then let's say the least that they do come and they make a mockery of your event. I've seen situations where stuff like that has turned out. It, it was a crazy funeral situation where a kid comes up there and told on everybody that didn't really fool with the grandma or didn't like the grandma, talked bad about the grandma, got over on the grandma. But when she died, everybody cried and tried to this and that. That same type of energy. That child comes there. Yeah, that's my stepdad. He okay. He a okay guy. And he's like, oh man, he's a smart guy. He's intelligent. Yeah, he all right. He all right. Coming like that, that type of energy, that'll ruin your event. Something that you're getting praised for, but everybody else is having mixed signals, and you don't want that type of energy at an event like that anyway. When you're coming there getting celebrated, and everybody's praising you, and you have this one or two people coming there shooting you down. If the energy's there, why force someone to come? That's my thing. I'm big on that. You know, I was looking at a podcast, Talk Heavy, and the guy was saying that energy is everything, man. You can have a good day, and the energy of somebody sending you a bad text can ruin your whole day. And a lot of people don't realize that, man. That's why I say when it comes down to it, hey, you gotta let certain people just be.
yeah. But I'm gonna end this. We're gonna end it right then and here. Alonzo Hall and Brother She make your last remarks, and I'm gonna make my last remarks. Great.
Uh, I guess I go ahead. When it comes down to it, like I said, man, far as family, friends, respect is everything. And to a degree, if a person doesn't respect you or deal with you, what are you actually losing if that person is not showing you any affection, any love? When it comes down to it, I've even said that about my own kids. If my boys, when they get to a certain age and say that they don't like me, as long as you 18 and you are at my house, I don't care. I did my job. I got you to 18. You know, hopefully I made you into a productive citizen. So anything after that, hey, that's not my fault. You know, if you go out here and want to be a bank robber, it's not on me that you're a bank robber. You know, even with my stepkids, the same thing.
Uh-huh.
You know, like I tell my wife, I tell my kids, you garner the type of life that you provide for yourself and the type of relationship with me and others. So the way you carry yourself represents you, not me. It represents you. All right, I'm done.
All right. Stay right there. Go ahead, brother.
I make mine simple. I'm not biblical or religious or nothing like that, but I think it's a good quote, so I'm gonna use it. God helps those who help themselves. So parents with children in their adult age, you know, in terms of, forcing an issue, I wouldn't force an issue other than to make that person a productive member of society and get them moving on with life. And as a child of an adult parent or whatever, do the same thing. Try to, move on forward. Other than that, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. And when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.
All right. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna make this loud and clear because I know people don't want to hear this, but I'm gonna say it. Go back to the homie I grew up with. His kids were successful, grown kids, got their own house, got their own apartment, everything. Because sometimes we talk about grown kids, we talk about, oh yeah, they don't have to have a they don't have no job, they successful. They were successful in their own way, and you know what? They still sabotage the relationship, and until this day, he's hurt. Enough said. I wish everybody have a great day. This one is Ghost. This is the last of the morning real talk. Um, part 47. 48 will be real soon. Again, this one is Ghost. This one is Ghost, Ghost, Ghost. Stay blessed, stay blessed. Good afternoon.